Hello, back again on the Top Recap channel. This time I will tell a movie's entitled Sicario. Let's get straight into the storyline. The film opens with Kate Mercer, an agent with the Federal Bureau of Investigation, joining a team of officers in a raid on a house linked to a criminal gang. Acting on a tip about hostages inside, the police storm the property. Due to their overwhelming numbers, the gang offers little resistance, but no hostages are found. As the team sweeps the premises, Kate's colleague, Josh, notices something unusual, a bullet hole in a wall that shouldn't be possible if it were made of solid concrete. Upon closer inspection, they discover the wall is actually fake. Behind it, they uncover a horrifying scene. Numerous decomposed bodies hidden away, all victims of the gang. Continuing their search, the team uncovers a concealed underground tunnel. But as soon as they attempt to access it, the entire structure explodes. The gang had rigged it as a trap in anticipation of a raid. After that, Kate and Josh are summoned for an investigation. At first, Kate thinks the summons is related to her killing one of the gang members. But to her surprise, she is informed that she's being assigned to a secret team to pursue one of the most dangerous gang leaders in America, Manuel Diaz. Kate considers objecting, but when she learns that the mission is connected to the explosion that killed her colleagues, she agrees immediately. The plan was to travel to a specific location, but at the airport, she meets a man named Alejandro, who surprises her by saying they're heading to the Judas, Mexico border to capture Guillermo, Manuel's brother. After arriving at the battalion headquarters, Kate notices that no one seems interested in asking about her identity or the reason for her presence. She tries to get answers from Alejandro, who clearly appears to be the team leader. He tells her that everything she sees will make her doubt, but eventually, she will understand everything. This only increases her curiosity and tension. The team begins preparing. They put on bulletproof vests and head out in 5 vehicles to the border. After entering the city, more vehicles join them, as the city of Juarez is known for chaos and violence, to the extent that, in the past, when a meeting was scheduled between the U.S. president and the city's mayor, who is Manuel Diaz's father, the president brought 4,000 guards with him. Yet, the meeting was canceled due to the assassination of the president. Kate and the team arrive at a secret location where Guillermo is being held. They begin the return journey with him, without Kate even understanding who this man is.
The boner. Is that one of ours?
On the way back, the vehicles stop at the exit lane, and everyone is on high alert, sure that the gang will attempt an attack. Indeed, cars full of armed men approach. But Kate's team takes the initiative and attacks the Mexicans, leading to a violent exchange of gunfire.
¡Quiere morir!
After the operation, Kate confronts Matt, the team leader, and accuses him of operating outside the law, especially since the gunfight occurred in the presence of civilians. But Matt responds coldly, "We got what we wanted. Forget the rest." During the interrogation of Guillermo, he pretends not to understand English. But when Alejandro arrives and uses his own method of pressure, Guillermo admits that there is a secret drug smuggling tunnel, the location of which no one knows. A bit later, Josh arrives and helps the team reach a place where illegal immigrants gather. There, they begin asking them about the areas they avoid walking through, in order to pinpoint the tunnel's location. Kate and Josh begin to feel bored and lost because they still don't understand the plan. So, they ask Matt for clarification. He explains that their goal is to create a state of chaos that will force Manuel Diaz to return to Mexico and meet his real boss, whose location is unknown. This man has been their true target from the beginning. The next day, Kate returns to the hotel where the team is staying and overhears them talking about the secret tunnel. But suddenly, they switch their language to Spanish, the official language in Mexico, so that Kate and her colleagues don't understand anything. Later, the team heads to a large bank to arrest a woman affiliated with Manuel's men. It is revealed that she has been transferring money to Manuel's account.
Take him.
When they review the transactions, they discover that his account has been receiving around $9,000 daily. And this has been happening for more than 5 years. Matt asks Kate not to enter the bank at that time, but she insists and goes in anyway, appearing on the surveillance cameras. Matt then speaks to the bank manager and instructs him to freeze Manuel's account, which contains over $9 million. This could cause Manuel to panic and make a mistake, exactly what Matt and Alejandro are waiting for. After that, Kate decides to relax and take a break, so she goes out with Josh to a bar. There, they meet a police officer named Ted, Josh's friend, who seems overly interested in Kate. Ted goes back to her room with her, and though she notices that he's wearing the same bracelet the bank employee used to wrap the money, she realizes it's a sign used by Manuel's men. Kate is shocked and tries to hold him at gunpoint, but Ted is stronger. He begins choking her and nearly kills her.
Fucking stop!
Suddenly, Alejandro enters and saves her, subduing Ted. Afterwards, Matt tells Kate that Ted is a corrupt cop working for Manuel, and that he was able to find her after she appeared on the cameras, meaning the whole gang now knows what she looks like. Kate starts to suspect that Matt deliberately pushed her to go into the bank to use her as bait, which is exactly what happened. They then begin torturing Ted to find out who the other corrupt cops working with Manuel are.
I'm sorry if fuck get the fuck out!
At first, he refuses to talk, but when they threaten his wife and daughter, he gives them all the information. Now Manuel is forced to change his location, and surveillance cameras spot him near the secret tunnel they've been searching for. The team prepares for the rake. Ted distributes the roles, but ignores Kate. When she asks about her presence, Matt tells her bluntly that the intelligence agencies can't operate inside the US without federal agents like her and Josh, meaning they're just a legal bridge. Josh tries to get her to leave, but she refuses and says she has to stay until she understands everything. They move toward the tunnel and stop at a distance to arm themselves.
Signal's good. I'm gonna take Alpha Squad, I'll take the beef. You got it. Let's do it.
When they enter, a literal massacre breaks out between the police and the smugglers. On the other side, two smugglers are talking when suddenly Alejandro appears, slams one of their heads, and leaves the other alive to lead him to the destination. Kate comes out of the tunnel and tries to hold Alejandro at gunpoint to stop him from hurting the man. But to her surprise, he shoots her in the bulletproof vest and threatens her not to try that again. Then he walks away. Suddenly, Kate returns and slaps Matt angrily because she feels like she's constantly discovering new lies. But Matt slaps her back and tells her she entered the wrong tunnel and saw things she wasn't supposed to see. He tries to calm her down with a new piece of information. Everything Alejandro is doing is to get to the man who brutally killed his wife and daughter. Kate is affected but threatens him that once she returns, she'll expose everything. Then Alejandro joins the officers and heads to Manuel's location. They stay in contact with the team tracking Manuel's car. When they find it, they stop and Alejandro asks the officer with Manuel to get him out and drop his weapon. The officer begs him to let him go because he has a family, but Alejandro shows no mercy and kills him on the spot. He then aims at Manuel's man and orders him to take him to the location of the boss without attracting any attention.
Sé quién eres. Es Manuel, comprobado.
They enter, and Alejandro immediately kills Manuel. When the guards see the body, they're stunned. Suddenly, Alejandro appears behind them and kills them one by one, mercilessly. Then he's able to enter the house, where he comes face to face with the boss, the one who had ordered the murder of Alejandro's wife and daughter in the past. As soon as the boss sees him, he gets nervous and begs Alejandro not to kill him in front of his wife and kids. Alejandro grants his request, but kills the wife and children first. The boss is shocked, but it doesn't last long. Seconds later, Alejandro kills him too. And just like that, Alejandro accomplishes what he wanted, revenge for his family, and at the same time, the elimination of one of the most powerful hidden cartel leaders in both the US and Mexico. The film ends when Alejandro breaks into Kate's apartment and forces her to sign a statement declaring that everything she and the team did in the US and at the border was done legally. At first, Kate resists and cries, but as we've come to know, Alejandro has no emotion. He threatens her with a gun and tells her that if he kills her, it would be ruled as suicide. In the end, Kate signs the paper. Before he leaves, Alejandro advises her to go live in a small town where the law still exists, because the world now is full of wolves. And that's how the movie ends.